What's going on? Back at it again. Listen, I'm back. The month of March 2021, Privada Cigar Club. They have been treating me well. I've been a part of this club since August of last year. Really, really great. Where's my cutters? Here we go. Really, really great club. You know, you pay, I think it's $25 a month. Flat rate shipping's like $5.95. You know, they get a hold of what they think your palate would be. Ask you some questions. They try to learn a little bit more about you. And, you know, they take that information and they send you a package every month. It's always pretty good. It's always some cigars you may have never heard of, some cigars you weren't even thinking about, you know, and I've really enjoyed them quite a bit. One thing I will say, this little sweet little like Molly Zippo holder holds my Zippo right inside here, has a Molly system on the back. So I can clip this on to, you know, my pouch, whatever I got going on. So I think this is pretty awesome. I'll link this up below if you're interested in grabbing you one of these. But getting back to the box itself, it's not that bad of a price. There's other cigar clubs out there that you can join and you can use. And I like their pricing. And for some cigars I've never heard of, I'm able to take notes. Put down my thoughts, kind of compare that with their tasting notes. One thing also you should check out, look at this sweet box cutter by Special Ops. This is a little company that, I mean, the thing folds out like a knife, but it's a box cutter. I like it a lot. They make some really cool, unique looking tools. But everybody's always whipping out some type of, you know, bug out knife or some other type of knife. And you know, I just want to be a little different. You know, I'm a little different, right? Come here, it's probably overkill. I don't think there's a need to have all this cutting power for some dang on cigars. But hey, why not? So, you know, one thing I like about Privada Cigar Club is they always tell you when they have limited edition type drops. So there's always some popular cigars. They have like the Tickle Me Elmo cigar. They have the Cookie Monster cigar. And those cigars are like sometimes hard to find. And when they're gonna be having a special drop, they email you and then you can go to a local cigar shop near you, support a small business, but also be one of the first ones to know when they're gonna be having that drop. So you're gonna notice here with my package, I have two different packages. We'll talk about the farm roll here in a second. But first, let's jump into the actual package itself. It's well packaged. It is, let's see what we got for the month. You know, they send notes about the cigars. They also send some pairing suggestions. You know, you should pair it with coffee or bourbon or cake or whatever. And some tasting notes. So, you know, some tasting notes that the folks over at Privada got, and maybe to help guide your palate as you're going through and you're tasting the cigar also. First, we have now I'm not an expert in names, so don't sue me. The first one's called the Montenegro Batista. And I like to roll my R's, but Montenegro Batista, unique banding near the foot. I mean, it's really, really nice. It has a Privada Cigar Club logo on the band, so this must be some type of exclusive. All right, so Batista kind of has to do with Havana, Cuba. That's not necessarily meaning this is a Cuban cigar, but maybe. I mean, I like the shade, I like the coloring of, you know, I like the coloring of the actual wrapper. It's giving me like Connecticut vibes. Tasting notes here, it says slight cedar and funky cheese, rich tobacco on the foot, aged cedar and faint dried apricot on the draw. So he suggests you pair this with some buttery popcorn, scotch from the lowlands, anything with cinnamon, but prior to, not during. So like, you know, get something from Cinnabon or something like that. Next out the box, we have the hot cake, HVC hot chocolate cake. Wow. I mean, that is the key to my heart. You know, you want to find a way to just make me melt. This band, super unique. It says HVC hot cake at the top. It says Havana City at the top, which alludes to, once again, to Cuba. And then around the bottom of the cigar has like it looks like icing of a cake. HVC hot cake. Some tasting notes here is chocolate and cinnamon on the wrapper and the foot, chocolate and nuts on the cold draw. Okay, so I'm gonna be excited to smoke this one because I love anything chocolate. That's gonna be something I'm highly interested in. Does he have pairing notes? It's rum, dark rum, spice rum, chocolate cake, chocolate soda, chocolate egg cream, chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. I feel you. I like that. I really do think that they read the pairing notes. If you watch any of my other videos about Privada Cigar Club and you go out and you watch other unboxings from other contributors, everybody doesn't seem to get the same thing. So I'm not a fan of big gauge cigars. And I can handle a peppery cigar or a cigar that has like musk or barnyard, but not that often. I prefer cigars that have a lighter wrapper, a lighter color wrapper, a little bit easier going. And they seem to hit the mark with that. So last on the list is the El Diablo de Diestro. El Diablo de Diestro. Huh. Just check it out. Check out the wrapper. Check out the band on there. It's like this purplish band. It's pretty funky looking. It has like a, their version of a, I guess that would be a El Diablo, on here. It says the drug addict. That phrase comes to mind when you think of the purple sky. So they call this the purple sky. Tasting notes are leather, dry fall leaves, vanilla on the body, chai tea, vanilla on the foot. Has a really, really unique cold draw. So one thing I've learned from Privada Cigar Club is to really take advantage of the cold draw. Meaning, before you just spark a cigar up, actually take some cold draws and see what tasting notes you develop. And so doing that has really enhanced the way I enjoy cigars. They suggest that you pair this with butterscotch, Coca-Cola. Got some Coca-Cola right in the refrigerator, right back there behind me. Dry fruits, vanilla coffee, I don't know about that. Whipped cream, bourbon, we can do bourbon, rye, or tea. They suggest having this after Thai food or after sushi, apple pie, apple moonshine. So a lot of different options here. Another thing with the Privada Cigar Club that you're able to do is for an additional $20, they will send you some unbanded bangers, as I like to call them. Some unbanded bangers. And these are cigars, as I mentioned before, that, they don't want to diminish the selling value of their brand, right? So imagine you have a Davidoff cigar that you're able to sell for $38, but you have a warehouse full of these cigars, which either are about to age out, they need to be replaced by different stock, whatever. You don't want to sell those cigars at a severe discount and diminish your name. So what you do is you pair with people like Privada and you sell it to them wholesale, and then they're able to provide it unbanded, a part of this package. And it's actually a really good deal. And so it gives you the opportunity to get 4 additional cigars for $20. I've never had a farm road package where the cigars were less value than the 20 bucks. I oftentimes, sometimes they send you a couple of details about the farm grow items, usually just some tastings of what time of the day they suggest you smoke it, and the biggest thing is that these things are coming from the finest factory. They're guaranteed these are AAA quality. They have a few tasting notes. They're undisclosed normally what regions they come from. They will tell you if they're Connecticut or Maduro or Lancero or Habano, so forth and so on. But I mean, they're just really, really awesome. And I like it because, they put like the little numbers right on these cigars so you can kind of match what tasting notes and what information they're giving you on this sheet. Then on the back, they have a little bit of extra room that you can leave your own tasting notes. And so it's just a fun thing to add to your box. You know, sometimes they'll put in here that, you know, one of these is worth more than the entire $20. And, you know, that goes to also say that even the main cigars that you get in the normal package, you know, they usually meet or exceed $25. But the purpose is not to get cigars that are worth more than $25. The purpose is to explore cigars that you would never think about purchasing. When I go to a cigar shop, or I go to Total Wine or wherever to buy some cigars, I oftentimes buy cigars I'm familiar with over and over and over again. So I'm buying Camachos, Lanceros that I've heard of, you know, stuff like that. I'm wearing Romeo and Julieta. I'm buying, you know, Monte Cristo and stuff like that. Or I'm buying cigars that have a nice looking band. And buying a cigar because it has a nice band does not give you any indicator of how the cigar is going to taste, how it's going to smoke, how it's going to burn. And so joining this club has expanded the way by which I explore cigars. Also, in this back corner back here over my shoulder, it's made me want to buy more cigars. Now I have a cigar humidor, a larger humidor, you know, and I keep cigars on hand. When I have people over, we're able to talk about cigars and try to have them explore beyond flavored cigars like acids or Javas. And it just makes it for a unique experience. So go to Privada Cigar Club. They are back open. If it was for a time that the club was closed, they had kind of meet their capacity for who they could accommodate, but they are fully back open. They're in full effect. I think it's time to expand some of the things we do here on this channel. My wife bought me an absurd amount of bourbon, you know, for my birthday recently, and I think I need to do some blind tastings and do some tasting notes on some different types of bourbons. And explore that a little bit more and just kind of give my review on individual cigars. Let me know what y'all think about that. Leave a comment below. Would you like to see me expand and maybe dip my toe into reviewing bourbon? I'm coming from this as a layman, not an expert on any of this stuff. So hopefully that puts me in a category of where you are versus you're coming to me for some, you know, expertise for which I do not have. So with that being said, thank you for coming back. If you are not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. It's right below. On your way to leaving a comment, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up. Leave a comment. I read them. I try to respond to all of them. So check this out. Check out my other channel. We talk about garage stuff. We talk about survival and prep stuff. What will you do when you have to bug out? What should you keep in your truck as everyday carry type items? You know, so in the meantime, I'll speak to y'all soon.